Alright, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. Today I wanted to talk about Illia Golem versus Craig Golias. For those of you that don't know, Illia Golem is the 350 plus pounder that has essentially become the face of 5% Nutrition, Rich Piana's former supplement company. He's this big, gigantic, tatted up bodybuilder. And of course, Craig Golias is well known for being the king of the out-angling game on social media. Craig has been around a lot longer than Illia Golem has. Now, this topic first came up about 2 months ago where Illia challenged Craig essentially to a live pose down, measuring their arms and stuff, actually weighing in and seeing who's real and who's fake. He basically accused Craig of Photoshop, and Craig essentially accuses him of synthol. So Illia essentially issued this challenge to Craig because I guess they were speaking ill of each other, and he said, let's do this in person, let's do a collab, let's record the whole thing, and let's see who is the real mass monster. And Craig essentially accepted. And then for the past 2 months, we really heard nothing else of this until Illia and Craig both made posts on their Instagram last night. So Craig posted first. At the time that I'm recording this video, his post was put up 21 hours ago, and Craig says, "People have been comparing me lately to powerlifters and synthol freaks. I have nothing against either of them. To me, I'm a bodybuilder, keeping the waist as small as possible, having big bicep peaks, not synthol boulders, and symmetry, and abdominals as well. To me, that's bodybuilding. Here is me at my biggest, pushing around 360 pounds, which is roughly what Illia Golem weighs. The last time I saw Illia weigh himself, it was 165.5 kgs, which is just over 360 pounds. And Craig goes on to say, and I'm still pretty in check. After I'm fully recovered, I plan on even getting even bigger, sharper, and keeping the waist tight. And yes, I will document this on YouTube and freak people out. Until then, I'm just doing what I can to maintain." Sap. So shortly after Craig posted this, about 2 hours after, this was posted 19 hours ago, the time that I'm recording this video, Illia Golem responded with a post on his feed with simply a picture that says, "Attention, read me." And Illia says in the caption, a rather lengthy caption, mind you, "Attention people, a lot of questions from you about Craig Golias and our comparison. Here is my statement. On November 6th, I called out Craig to make a live comparison to prove that his pictures aren't photoshopped and to prove that his weight is really around 360 pounds. So this is the thing that we already covered on the channel about 2 months ago, and Craig essentially accepted. He says, "I don't care about his business and his life, and the only reason why I did this is because I heard a lot of negative shit from him towards my address." Illia is primarily referencing the synthol comments there. The same day, he approved my call out, which is true. You can find it in his comments behind the original photo. But he also said that he was injured and he needs some time to recover. I deeply respect it because I had a lot of injuries and I know how long they can kick you off for a long time from your workout routine. After 3 months from that day, pretty much time to recover even with a broken bone. And what I see now, he is putting shit about me with new passion. So he believes that last post that Craig made referencing synthol freaks was directed at him because they've had that beef in the past. Before, it was about synthol, and now that I'm a fat powerlifter, in Craig's defense, I didn't see him say fat powerlifter, about belly, etc. I'm enough of this kind of his behavior. He literally don't know what it means to be in bulk mode when you have a real 360 to 370 pounds, when you need to consume 10,000 plus calories a day to grow, when your belly is round not because of fat. Okay, let me look back at Craig's post really quickly because I don't see anything about a gut or a belly. Maybe he's talking about the fact that Craig keeps saying he wants to keep his waist small. So maybe that's what he's referencing, but I didn't see Craig make any direct references to being fat or to his stomach in Craig's original post. I don't know if Craig's post was edited or not, but I'm not seeing that. So Illia goes on to say, when your belly is round, not because of fat, but because of the crazy amount of food inside it all day long. Just take a look at my best super heavy old school bodybuilder, at the best old school bodybuilder en masse, and you'll understand what I mean. He knows nothing about how to be in this weight because he didn't have anything even close to 360. So Craig claimed in that picture that he posted that at his biggest he was around 360, and Illia Golem claims he is around 165 kgs right now, so roughly, I believe that's 365 plus pounds that Illia would be weighing. And Illia continues, and he literally has no solid proof that he ever had it, only talking and his poorly photoshopped pictures and his waist, his famous waist and abs. I don't see something special to have abs when you have around 270 pounds. So he's saying he thinks Craig weighs 270. I mean his real weight. In the last few sentences for you, Craig, you are not a man of your word. Have a nice time and I wish you all the best. Cheers. So this is a beef that I'm pretty interested in because for a long time, both these guys, Craig has been accused of photoshopping pictures for years. Illia Golem's main criticism has been the synthol thing. And regardless of what their actual weight is, both these guys have become well known for being basically mass monsters on social media, whether they're 360, 270, 300. In the pictures, they both look like mass monsters, even more so than your typical bodybuilder does. I mean, you look at pictures of Illia on his social media, and he hasn't competed at any time recently, so we don't have any like recent stage competition pictures. He looks very reminiscent of Rich Piana, and what attracted people to Rich Piana was the crazy size of his arms, his appearance. Illia is very similar in the fact that he's covered in tattoos, kind of the same fashion sense, kind of a little bit of a controversial air about him on social media, but that's okay. And that's really become what he's known for, is essentially he's a freak and he's huge. And Craig Golias, kind of the same thing. He hasn't competed recently at all, but on Instagram and in his pictures, he's a freak and he's huge. And the whole out-angling thing has kind of become his signature calling card. If we go back to the original post that Illia posted, he posted this with a side-by-side. Illia Golem versus Craig Golias. And on that original post, he says, I received tons of messages from people who want to make a collaboration with me and Craig Golias, about to find out who is bigger, who is better, who is stronger, and other stuff. You guys know I'm not a teenager who needs to prove to anyone that he is the best. I've proved more than enough in my life, and I'm really happy about how I'm doing now. I don't care about the haters and their opinion. When some public person talks shit about me, I can't leave it without reaction. So that's the original post where he's essentially saying that he does not do synthol and he does not use any other muscle fillers. And he also says that Craig has never been over 300 pounds and he wants to see Craig weigh in, pose down, do measurements in person to see who's bigger and to see who's the real mass monster. So I wanted to get your guys' opinion on this. Number one, whose side are you on? Illia Golem or Craig Golias? Who do you think is in the right? Who do you think is in the wrong? Who's your favorite mass monster here? But number two, what are your guys' opinions on these two questions? A, do you think that Illia has used synthol or any kind of muscle filler or not? Just look at some of his recent pictures and you guys can tell me what you guys think, because that's the accusation essentially being made by Craig Golias. And then B, do you think Craig Golias has photoshopped or still currently photoshops any of the pictures that he posts on social media? Or do you think it's simply good lighting and good angles? Or does it go a step beyond that and does he actually photoshop the pictures? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did in fact enjoy it. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one. It helps out a lot. I was going to switch to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule for uploading because obviously there's no bodybuilding shows happening. But if you can get this video to 10,000 likes, I'll post on Tuesdays and Thursdays every once in a while too, because this is in fact a Tuesday that I'm posting this. So smash that like button. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.